So we got our climax, we got our dungeon. Now we need to focus on the region that is settled in. I personally like to break down the region in hexes, but a very powerful tool that I use in order to map out the entire world of my campaigns is called Hexroll, and they recently released a 5e version. Each hex has a different terrain type. It could be a forest, swampland, sands, mountains, grasslands, snow. But the most beautiful part about it is at a glance, you know the exact type of map terrain you need whenever your players end up on it. Plop your dungeon somewhere on that little hex map, and now you not only have a thorough view of the most important part of that dungeon, the climax, but you can visually zoom out and see the overall context and environment in which that climax took place in which that lore-filled dungeon exists in. Now, plot another spot. That's the starting town. You just gotta make sure your starting town comes with some of the basics: tavern, blacksmith, temple, all the basic things that mechanically have a role in the game, but also your players come to expect. And now all that's left is the distance between the starting location and the dungeon. For each hex, make an encounter, or take it a step further and start thinking about the region in the same way that you think about a dungeon. Those same rules apply: the setback, the obstacles, the keys. Hell, throw in a boss encounter. Now you got a mini boss that serves as the narrative climax of the travel on your way to the dungeon to get the climax of the story. Each of these different encounters can reveal just a little bit more. And when you follow the steps in this order, you as the dungeon master never have to worry about not knowing what's coming next. The next step is go grab a map for that starting town. All you gotta do is search up Village Generator. Then you got a full map that you can start placing those considerations like the temple and the shop, and once again have a visual of where everything is located and laid out. Make sure you fill that town with various NPCs that can help flesh out the setting. Maybe they have rumors. Maybe they've come into contact with some of those encounters that you already put out in the wilderness region. And now that the regions and dungeons are set, it's time to kick the story off. And those players, let's hook.